Hey guys, Kingkade here and welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'm going to be showing y'all how to get to room A-1000 on doors. Let's get right into this. So I'm assuming y'all already know how to get to the rooms right now. So just go ahead and enter there. So I'm going to be showing y'all how to beat all three of the entities in there. So yeah, also by the way, getting to room A-1000 will take quite a bit of practice. So I recommend just getting to the exit first. The exit is usually around room 200 to 250. But yeah, once you're able to get to the exit, then you should pretty much be able to go ahead and get to A-1000. Because from like A-120 to like A-1000 is pretty much the same difficulty the entire time. It just gets a little bit darker. And that is why I recommend bringing in a flashlight. Don't use this flashlight because whenever you shake it, it does recharge the energy, but it makes so much noise, which makes it so hard to like hear everything around you. So I recommend bringing a regular flashlight. There are batteries everywhere, so let's go ahead and do this. So this room right here usually has quite a bit of gold. I usually don't collect the gold, but if you want to, you can collect it. I usually only look for batteries. So look around. Here is a battery right here. So there's usually batteries everywhere though. So there's three entities in here. A60, A90, and A120. They usually spawn around like their door names. So like A60 usually spawns after A60. But sometimes the game does glitch and things can spawn in like room 3 and stuff. Like one time A90 spawned in room 3, almost killed me. And another time A60 spawned in like room 4. And it did kill me, so be careful because the game can glitch. Also, by the way, before we actually go ahead and keep going, I want to say that you can actually hide in these lockers right here for like an infinite amount of time. So if any time you need to go to the bathroom or get some food or take a break, you can chill in these lockers for like however much time. Just make sure it's no longer than 20 minutes or you will get disconnected for being AFK. So let's go ahead and keep going. So you should pretty much be safe until room 60, but still be careful as you're going. Also, I want to say if you're trying to get to room A-1000, I recommend putting on some headphones and cranking your volume to the max, or else this is going to be very difficult. Like, yeah, it would probably hurt your ears, but if you don't crank your volume to the max, there's no way you're going to be able to hear like A60 and stuff, and you will die. So yeah, so just crank your volume to the max and let's keep going. Whenever you get to the bridges, I recommend just standing near the locker and listening. If you hear anything, hop in the locker, because on these bridges, usually something spawn, and usually whenever you open the door, if it's past A120, then A120 will go ahead and pop out right there. But for A60 though, he's pretty similar to Rush. It's just like normal Rush, but you can only hear him. So the lights don't flicker or anything. It's like Rush coming by, but you have to hear him, and he's a lot quieter than Rush. And then also A90, it's a little dude that pops up on your screen, and right once you see him, you just have to instantly stop like this. Don't move your camera around or anything, just instantly stop or else he will kill you. It's like a 50-50 chance of him killing you. Half of the time, he takes away like 90% of your health, and then the other half of the time, he just instantly kills you. So, you just kind of gotta get lucky with that. Which, speaking of A90, I actually made it to room A700, and then A90 popped up on my screen right whenever I got in a closet, and it just instantly killed me, which is very unlucky. So, it does require a little bit of luck as well, because if A90 pops up right whenever you click E to get inside a locker, then you will just like take the hit from him, and it's very annoying. Also, I never needed this locker, but if you go in the kitchen, there's actually a locker right here, which is the fridge. So you can go ahead and hide in that. I never needed it because nothing usually spawns in this room right here. Entities will only spawn in certain rooms. A90 will spawn in any room past A90, but like the room type, so this room, like everything can spawn in this one, but if we go into this room, nothing will spawn in this one. So if you open that door, A120 won't spawn, and A60 shouldn't come right now because there are no lockers in here. Also, highly recommend doing this solo, or else there might not be a locker for both you and your friend, such as this room. Anything can spawn in this room, but if you're playing with a friend, only one of y'all would survive. And A60 is coming right now. If you have your volume all the way to the max, I recommend taking off your headphones before he actually passes. So if you hear him coming, just take off your headphones right before he passes if you have your volume all the way up, so then it doesn't hurt your ears. And let's go ahead and keep on moving. So now around A60, A90 can pop up like anytime, so just be careful. What some people do is they take baby steps like this, so then if A90 pops up, they'll probably already be stopped. But I recommend just keep walking and then just instantly stop once you see him, Because if you do this, it's gonna take you like 3 times longer to get to A-1000. So I don't really recommend doing that. And here we go, A60 is coming again. So what we're gonna do is take off our headphones because of how loud it is. And there we go. So again, these things right here, just walking straight to a locker and listening, because usually things spawn on here. And also for A90, he usually spawns in with another dude. So if A60 is coming, while you're running away from him, A90 will usually spawn. So just stop for a second and then keep going. Yeah, so make sure you watch out for A90 while you're running away from either A120 or A60, because it does have a high chance of spawning. And there we go, A90 did just pop up right there while A60 was coming. And as we're getting close to A120, I recommend stopping at every door like this. So keep going, and then once you open the door, stop for 1 second, and then just keep going. And there we go, A90 did just pop up again. So let's go ahead and hop in a locker. So A120 actually sounds like someone banging on a oil drum. So it's pretty easy to hear him. He's a lot louder than A60 and a lot easier. I would say A120 is probably the easiest entity in this entire thing. And also the banging on the oil drum, it's pretty loud if you have your volume all the way up. It's not extremely loud, but it's loud enough that you can tell that it's 120. So it's not like a super quiet noise. So whenever you see A120, what you want to do is turn around and run into the locker in the room previous to you. So in this room right here, A120 wouldn't be in this room because there's no lockers in this room right here. Yeah, right once you hear him, let's say this was him right here. Right once we open the door, we would want to run back and into this locker. And here we go, you can actually hear him right now. So just hear the banging right now. So that is what it sounds like right there. So it will slowly get quieter, but don't get out yet because there is a chance that he will come back. So as he goes away, the banging on the drum will go ahead and get quieter, but I recommend waiting until you can't hear it at all. So once you can't hear it at all, count to 3, and if you still can't hear it, then it is safe to get out, because sometimes you can't hear it at all, but then half second later he starts coming back. So he is kind of like ambush, and he can go back and forth. Just so I recommend watching out for that. And it also doesn't hurt staying in the locker for an extra half second, because you can stay in the locker for as long as possible, which I think I was just getting in the locker to stay safe. But yeah, here's another one, and yep, there he is right there. So yeah, so as long as you can do this right here, it is pretty easy. It just kind of gets a little bit harder. It stays the same difficulty, but it starts to feel like it gets harder because you just start to get bored. Because it does take a few hours to actually do the entire thing. And yep, there he is right here. He always spawns on this bridge. And here we go, we now made it to the exit. So we're at room 220 right now. So here's the exit. So if you don't have the exit badge yet, then I do recommend exiting, so you can go ahead and get that badge. But if you already have that badge, then I recommend just continuing to A-1000. Also, the exit door, it will pop up every around 200 rooms. So if you get to room A400, then there will probably be another exit room. But of course, there's no reason to exit if you're at A400. If you're planning on exiting, just do it now so then you don't waste time. But if you want to get to room A-1000, then just go ahead and keep on going. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get to A-1000 right now, but go ahead and wish me luck. And there you go, that is how you go ahead and get to room 1000. This is actually the first time I made it here, and I actually did it in the same game. So yeah, so that was about 50% luck and 50% skill. I think I should have died 10 different times, but luckily I didn't, because I hopped in the locker at the same time that A90 popped up 20 different times, and I somehow survived. And here we go, I just got the badge. Let's go ahead and hop out. And there we go. But yeah, that is going to go ahead and be all for this video though. So go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you all in the next video.